A 59-year-old man is lying in a hospital bed, facing severe metabolic complications and potential kidney failure. Despite his deteriorating condition, he is actively refusing all life-saving intravenous fluids and medications. The patient is prominent activist Sonam Wangchuk, and his current physical state is the focal point of an escalating national standoff. His biological crisis is the direct result of a grueling 20-day indefinite hunger strike. For nearly 3 weeks, he has completely abstained from solid food. He is currently under close, continuous medical observation at New Delhi's Safdarjung Hospital after being forcefully brought in by the Delhi police earlier today. A localized political protest has reached the threshold of a life-threatening medical emergency. The state is now forced to manage a physical collapse that carries the weight of a potential national crisis. The initial spark for Wangchuk's strike was a series of massive, nationwide irregularities discovered within the country's standardized examination systems. The anger is specifically anchored in the NEET paper leak controversy, a systemic failure that compromised the academic futures of millions of aspiring students. In response, Wangchuk issued an uncompromising political demand: the absolute resignation of Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan. This demand is backed by student organizations and multiple opposition parties, turning a singular hunger strike into a coordinated national challenge. By subjecting himself to extreme physical starvation, Wangchuk has acted as a pressure cooker, channeling scattered, nationwide student outrage into a single, highly visible standoff. The Safdarjung Hospital Health Bulletin outlines the sheer biological danger of his continued refusal of oral rehydration. This clinical chart illustrates the rapid decline in his vitals. At admission, blood sugar plummeted to a precarious 78 milligrams per deciliter. Over that short window, urinary ketones spiked alarmingly, jumping from 1+ to 3+ in just hours. Blood gas analysis has revealed compensated acidosis, a complex and dangerous condition driven by severe dehydration and critically low serum potassium. If these compounding metabolic issues continue without fluid intervention, the ultimate consequence is an imminent, high-probability risk of total kidney failure. Medical intervention must now happen within hours, not days. The government is forced to act before the physical damage to Wangchuk's kidneys becomes irreversible. This severe medical data ultimately forced the state's hand. Police intervention was initiated strictly on medical advice due to his deteriorating health. To execute the extraction, police acted in compliance with a directive from the Delhi High Court to uproot Wangchuk from his established protest site at Jantar Mantar. Clearing the protest area revealed the tense physical reality of the intervention as officers forcefully moved demonstrators away from the site. Delhi police maintained that they exercised maximum restraint during the operation. However, the forced removal drew immediate and fierce condemnation from major opposition parties, including the Aam Aadmi Party, the Samajwadi Party, the Congress Party, and Trinamool Congress. A police action designed to safely neutralize a severe medical liability instantly ignited a much larger, multi-party political firestorm. In the vacuum left by Wangchuk's hospitalization, organized political factions like the Cockroach Janata Party and various left-wing student organizations have stepped in to escalate the protests. Their new aggressive objective abandons the static sit-in model. Instead, they have called for a massive, coordinated march directly to Parliament. The timing of this planned march is highly deliberate. It falls on Monday, which coincides exactly with the highly sensitive first day of the legislative monsoon session. Organizers intentionally bypassed official police clearance, effectively guaranteeing a physical and legal clash with authorities. The focus has shifted from a hospital bed to the seat of national governance, as protesters prepare for an unauthorized physical challenge at the gates of Parliament. Recognizing the threat to the legislative session, the government has enacted a sweeping preemptive response to secure the capital. This map shows the geographic scope of the lockdown, focusing heavily on the New Delhi district, specifically setting hard perimeters around Parliament House and India Gate. To crush dissent, police have deployed strict prohibitory orders under Section 163. The parameters of this lockdown are absolute. It institutes a total ban on gatherings of 4 or more people, blocks any unauthorized rallies, and promises the immediate detention of anyone attempting to march. These intense, rigid security preparations create a deeply tense and heavily militarized atmosphere waiting for lawmakers as they arrive on Monday. Lawmakers will enter a heavily guarded fortress, locked down by state power. Meanwhile, the human trigger for all of the security, Sonam Wangchuk's failing body, remains critically unresolved in a hospital bed.